Darn it, darn it, darn it, darn it. Oh, I'm so sorry. Boy, am I embarrassed. Yes, I guess I have to admit that sometimes I use my darn it doll late at night when I realize I've made a mistake and I was just thinking about something that I realized, ooh, I should have let you know about a day or so ago. But hey, no sweat, because now we are casting off with our Weebly.com. So everyone kind of has heard about it a little bit, but here is the scoop. Oh, wait a second. Woo! I tell you, this snow that we have gotten so early, wow, it's made my office really cold. Of course, after all, it is Thursday at 7:24 p.m., so the building gets a little cold when all the little bodies aren't running around anymore, right? So, hey, this is what I want you to know about the new Principal's Corner, the Weebly.com. Please know that this is our attempt to let you go to one place, one shop, where you can get all of your information. And our goal is to create what you need to know the Friday before the week, or maybe 2 weeks. Like this upcoming one is kind of short because of Thanksgiving, so we're going to put everything on there that you need to be aware of for the next 2 weeks. And yes, I hope I won't be doing, darn it, I forgot. And you know, it might happen. So if you save my Weebly.com, which of course is wsummers.weebly.com, to your bookmark across the top of your screen, you'll be able to go to it anytime or even have it up in case you need to take a look at it for a schedule or something. Because there's lots of tabs at the top. There's a home page, a schedule, staff updates, our different committees, and then also some some tabs for our professional learning time. So let's start, okay, with what I want to bring your attention to for this first staff update published on, ta-da, Principal's Corner. So when you go there this time, would you please pay attention to next Wednesday and what we're doing for our delayed start. We're going to tweak it a little bit in terms of how much PLC time you get. We are looking to do a Google Drive 2 training to kind of add to what we learned. We don't want to stop learning that Google Drive because we all have to be proficient with it by the end of the year, both with our own stuff as well as students. So take a look at that and how that's going to work next Wednesday and what the schedule is going to be. And there's something really, really, really to celebrate. No darn it on this one. Woohoo! Celebration! Take a look at our statistics about how many kids were failing 2 or more classes and how many are now. It's very, very exciting. So thank you. And for all of your efforts, everybody, it really takes a team. And I also think we can celebrate about parent-teacher conferences. I know how much work it is going to, and so sometimes when there's nobody coming to your table, it can feel like, oh, why do I put in this much work? Hey, but take a look at my update and read the percentages of parents who came. It's pretty exciting, actually. And then, after that, you're going to find some details about some upcoming events that you will not want to not know about. There is a piece about the Beatles Slept Here, our first drama performance that's happening next Thursday. It mostly impacts 6th grade schedule that day. However, 7th graders, in terms of first and second lunches, please take a look of how that's going to impact you all. There's some information about the cookie dough fundraiser, and also really big is about a 7th grade field trip that is going to happen very, very soon, within the next 2 weeks. And we're going to go see Shanren, a musical group, at the Frauenthal. So please take a look at that as well. Hey, wait a second. What? Is that Mr. Fillenworth coming through my door? What's he doing here so late at night? Really? So good morning. Oops, is it working? Yes, good morning, Fruitport Middle School staff. So this week, I would like to start spending some time sharing out some of the great stories that I know are happening every day that you might not have had a chance to hear. So this morning, I have Mr. Fillenworth with me. Good morning, Mr. Fillenworth.
Good morning.
All right. So, Mr. Fillenworth, your name has been coming up a little bit at after-school assistance program. And I was just really curious. These kids are telling me that you're teaching math standards through a stock market program. So first of all, what kind of standard are you teaching?
The standard that we're currently working on is percentages.
Okay.
That includes setting up and solving proportions with percents,
Wow.
converting percents to fractions to decimals and back to percents,
Okay.
and ultimately looking at the percent of change of a company from the start of the project to the end of the project.
So you're telling me that 7th graders can figure out how to look at stocks and whether they're going up and values going up and down when I have a hard time keeping track of it?
Absolutely, yes. We've made this project very hands-on for the students.
Okay.
We have let them choose the company that they would like to follow, so not only are the kids working with percents, they are also researching the companies and learning about the companies that they know and love, like Apple and Facebook and Google.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Cool. So what kind of feedback have you gotten from kids?
So far they love it. Every day we give the kids their information about the stock, whether it went up or down,
Okay.
and I just love hearing them sit down at their desk and go, oh, it went up again today, or my company's doing really well.
Awesome. And then they're forced to figure out, has it been, what kind of a percent gain is my company really making?
Exactly. The end of the project, the students are going to make a graph. So it also, we're working on some plotting points and graphs and graphing. And at the end of the project, they're going to show in a graph how their company did over the duration of the project.
Awesome. And I know that whole issue of graphing has been something that we've had to look at as a school improvement team because kids struggle with that.
Absolutely.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
So, Mr. Fillenworth, I know we're glad to have you. I hope that you're finding this a great place to be. So what would you say maybe you're finding that you love most about having come to Fruitport Middle School?
Yeah, I say that what I love most about being here is the openness and welcoming committee of both the staff and the students. Love walking down the hall and hearing, hi, Mr. Fillenworth, and it could be from someone I have an advisory to one of my 7th grade math students. So they're very, very welcoming, and I'm always happy to greet them with a hello and a smile.
Awesome. Well, we are very glad to have you, and thank you for telling us about this awesome success story in 7th grade math.
No problem. Thank you.
There we go. Okay, so again, Principal's Corner. Make sure that you check out the home page because on the building only calendar, it's going to tell you all kinds of, it's really going to show you our middle school activity calendar. And we're going to try really hard to make sure that Ms. Holden's putting basketball games on there and anything big or even small happening at the middle school that impacts many of us needs to get on that calendar. So you just have to go to one place. Go to schedules to find out that Celebration Assembly schedule or the Beto Slept Here schedule. Anytime we kind of try to tweak the day, which I know happens a lot around here because we can get pretty creative with some of our events, check that out. Staff updates, and again, peruse committees and professional learning. Not a lot yet there on the professional learning groups, but we will get there. And with that, okay, it is time for me to go home, right? And I think I'll wear my hat. And hey, have a great weekend, and we will see you all Monday morning.